Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with the Celtic cross. Let's see what is happening in your life right now. So I am pulling your energy. Sometimes I am catching the cross watcher, but for the most part, I'm focused on you and whatever it is that you're going through right now. Tell me about your past. Tell me about your strength. Tell me about your near future. Okay, we got two. Interesting. Interesting. All of you air signs have had very similar readings tonight. Not even from a card standpoint, but it's just the energy that I'm getting. Tell me about your hopes or fears. Tell me about your potential outcome. Yeah, this card at the bottom of the deck does not surprise me at all. So what I'm looking at is the World here, which indicates to me that a cycle is closing, that you're at the end of whatever chapter you're going through. And I actually see that here in your near future. So if you've been waiting for a painful cycle to close, it's coming to a close and it's going to happen pretty quickly. What I'm looking here, Five of Swords in reverse with the Hierophant. So there was something pretty significant happening in your life right now that at one point was making you feel very defensive. Like you always had to justify your actions for everything. But really what you were doing was you were trying to follow your own path. You were trying to follow your own instincts and do what's right for you by your own belief system. And other people were judging you for it, and you feel like you're responsible for your own decisions. You know where you need to be. You know what path you need to take. Screw everyone else. That's actually the energy that I'm now getting off of this Seven of Swords here, and what you need to concentrate on and focus on. It's really, don't worry so much about what other people are doing. Who cares? Because they're not you. They're not living your life. They're not in your shoes. You are. Six of Pentacles in the reverse in your past indicates that at one point things were balanced and things became unbalanced. And it feels like it had a lot to do with when people started judging you for whatever decisions you were making, for whatever actions you were taking that were really for your own benefit. Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. This is kind of what came through my mind really quickly, was that you're not one to take the easy way. That's not, if you have two paths that you need to choose, and one is hard and one is easy, you're not the one to take the shortcut and do the easy path. You're the one that will sit there and evaluate both and figure out which one is the best path for you long term. You're not looking for any short-term wins, you're looking for long-term wins. That's what you're focused on. That's what you need to be concerned about. Screw what everybody else is saying, because they're not going to necessarily agree, but they're not you. They don't have your experience. They're not living your life. Do what's right for you when it comes to the decisions you need to make right now. I do see, again, this cycle ending, oddly enough. I got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. This is what you've been juggling. This is what has been weighing on you. This is where the imbalance came from. It was almost like head and heart were not in the same direction. You were very conflicted. Intellectually, you wanted to go down one path, but your emotionally, you wanted to go down a different path. I'll find out more when I clarify. Knight of Cups here in reverse indicates to me that you're not so focused on what everybody around you is doing, what all of your, I'll use the word support system as a word. So everybody around you has an opinion on what you should be doing. And your focus is not on that. That's not what you're doing right now. That's not what's influencing your decisions. Right now, because you have been feeling very self-defensive about what's been happening in your past, your guard is up. I can see that with the Nine of Wands and with the King of Swords. I see you very good at letting people know exactly what you're thinking. So if somebody's not agreeing with you and you feel very strongly about the decision you made, and somebody is kind of being very combative with you and telling you, no, I don't think that was the right decision for you, you're turning around and saying, I don't really care. It's not your life, it's mine. That's where you're at. That's what's influencing this. You do have this fear with the Eight of Swords that you're always going to be stuck in this mental prison, that you're never going to be able to really release what has been happening for you and to you in order to be able to start over. But I don't see that disappointment continuing. I see it ending here with the Four of Cups in reverse. So let me start clarifying and see what else I can get out of this. Tell me about the Five of Swords in reverse here for Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Hierophant. Four of Pentacles in the upright. Again, the decisions you're making are for your own best interest. It's you holding on to what makes sense for you and you acting on what makes sense for you. Seven of Swords is being clarified with the King of Wands. Your actions, focus on your own actions. Don't focus on what other people are doing, because they're not necessarily doing things in your best interest, and you know it. You know what's right for you. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups. It felt like they were doing things for you out of love. But again, at the end of the day, you know what's right for you better than anybody else. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool in reverse. So you're not, again, your strength is not, you're not making these decisions lightly. You're using your experience, you're using everything that you know in order to do and make the best decisions for you. If that means that you have to ruffle some feathers and piss off a few people around you, then so be it. That's not your goal. Your goal isn't to please everybody. Tell me about the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Wands. Knight of Wands in reverse. This is the cycle that is closing. This is absolutely closing. That movement coming to a halt pretty quickly. Knight of Cups in reverse. The Death card. You're transforming. This is, again, so many cards here indicating the end of a cycle, beginning of a new. That's exactly what this Death card is. That's what the Fool represents. We have the 210 cards under here. There was not Judgment, the World under there. There's so many cards to indicate that you are at the end of whatever painful cycle, or imbalanced cycle is probably the right way to describe it. Nine of Wands in the upright, King of Swords in the upright is actually being clarified with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So when this cycle closes, when things finally get to the point where you can recognize a new chapter beginning, that's when you're going to start putting your guard back down, because you're going to have a lot more self-confidence. You're going to be very secure in the decisions that you made and in the path that you chose. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. We got the Page of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands, and we have the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands, the reason that you're kind of stuck in your headspace is because there have been a lot of challenges and obstacles without a lot of movement forward, but the desire to be moving forward. You want this to end, you want to take the right actions, but you feel like you've had to defend so many of your actions up until now. And you just want that to end. You want to get out of that headspace. Tell me about this Four of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in the upright. So the King of Swords is out here twice. What I really love about this is by you setting your own intentions and you making it very clear what your boundaries are, what you're willing to accept from the people around you, including the criticisms and the judgment. If you start laying it down the law and you say, I'm not going to allow you to second guess every decision that I make, that's what snaps you out of this. Because it is about your self-confidence and it's about regaining just that footing again and that courage to be able to speak your mind. The minute you start doing it and you start putting people in their place, you start to gain more confidence and you do it more frequently. And the card that came out for you was Meandering Pathway Flow. I'm going to read from the book on this one just to see what it says. See if there's any little fun nuggets in here. Everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry it or resist it. Simply let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey. Okay, Aquarius, I think that pretty much sums it up because you are definitely going through a journey. So I hope this resonates. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know if this does resonate with you. And I will see you next time. Take care.